A little background who we are. Oh, hold on. Oh, no. I came in too early. Bring me in on Blog Talk. Bring me on the Blog Talk. I'm live on Blog Talk. Heads up, eyes open, and fist clench. Heads up, eyes open, and fist clench. Okay, so I'm going. Okay, we good? Okay. Right on. Heads up, eyes open, fist clench. What? Okay, right on. September 25th. September 25th, 2024. Welcome to another edition of Free Mall Radio, a weekly program of the Black Panther Party Cubs. Y'all bear with us, or better yet, cub with us. A little late, but we get a background who we are. For those time listeners, this is a weekly program of the Black Panther Party Cubs. We don't get a lot of resources. Our work hours are 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We out in the streets continuously organizing. You dig? And we are the last call for alcohol. We are the organization that people reach for at the end, after they exhaust all the champagne and everything else. They say, who is that battered, barred, and scarred woman who's been serving us not nonstop? It's the Black Panther Party Cubs. We are here. We had to do an emergency show yesterday. A special broadcast, which our line was take it past. We're gonna push the line past 5:59. Push the line past 5:59 was in response to the 6:00 p.m. Central Standard Time execution set that was set for Brother Khalifa Marcellus Williams, in which the state in general, the state of Missouri in particular, moved forward. The execution was Brother Khalifa. It exhausted all remedies for the Supreme Court. The record should reflect. I think 3 justices on the Supreme Court, they didn't go with it. They didn't support the move forward with it. I got to make sure we get those names put it for the record. You know what I'm saying? For the record, put it up. And even the family of who the case with Khalifa had, they even as far as said they didn't push for they didn't want the death penalty. We have to politicize this as we politicize so many. We attempt to politicize all contradictions. That's the dynamic, the history of lynching, the politics of death penalty, to correlate to that of the lynching, the history with that. Some people say, well, I have. Some people say they want to go into the details of the case, but this should be such a sensitive issue that it should touch, in particular, the Black community. There are certain words and certain terms that hit you that should like strike you. Like it's kind of like, you're sitting in a location, restaurant, what have you, and a white person walks in, just refers to a black person's boy. You know what I'm saying? And that should strike you. Taking into account the history of that word, history relation with this country. So I said, well, no, we have a relationship. That's how I talk to him. But there are certain dynamics that should strike. And again, the death penalty, the history. And some people say, well, white people were hung too, and that's true in regards to some case with the horse, stealing the horse, and so on and so forth. But in particular, the history of this country, that of lynching, is something that they calls for the song of the late great Billie Holiday when she talked about strange fruit. That was a common practice, throughout the South, and still to this day, which we're gonna talk about also during this episode. Javon, which I get his name correct, too, I'm moving so fast. A lot of Javon McGee, who was out in South Carolina, and this guy was a Bellwood or Aurora, and the sheriff or the attorney general, I think the sheriff of South Carolina, I may stand to be corrected, was saying this young brother, there was a rope found on his neck. He wasn't hung. It wasn't a lynching. So the insanity that to say that, but we're gonna touch on that about the mobilization. Hope his family calls in today also. There's a mobilization set to be this Sunday, I believe. This Sunday. And I think they're going to end up convening at the Chairman Frey Hampton Aquatic Center by the sculpture. And that's a significant place. We just came to the Rainbow Coalition with the Trail of Truth, the indigenous, not the Indians, the indigenous community. We rode the horseback. We ended up right there. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about the proclamation from the city of Chicago with Chairman Fred Hathaway. We got we got a few more cases, a few more discussions we'll talk about. But I want to get right into it. Javon, forgive me, I'm moving too far. I guess his mother, I believe, is going to come and give us updates about his case and what happened to him, and what she's calling on in regards to support, how she's been dealing with that. How her just the family in general dealing with his case. Forgive me for the last name again. I was talking about one of them a panther cub, or I'm trying to be an octopus, trying to be 8 places at one time. With that being said, y'all, let's get locked and loaded for another episode of Freedom Radio in the spirit of making history, taking history, and taping history, y'all. 929-477-3785 and press 1. There's another call in, but I think I want you to go to the 929 number, 708-223-8953. But let's go to 929-477-3785 and then press 1. We got I'm throwing this announcement out there, a People's Service announcement, a PSA. That's Thursday, tomorrow, 4 o'clock p.m. We'll be at the Hampton House. There's a photo shoot from the Guardian newspaper. They'll be doing that. So with that said, again, y'all, let's get locked and loaded. You know what I'm saying? Get your pens and papers ready. Take notes, and those who are more technology advanced, you have your iPads or what have you. We need you to tweet some information out. We need you to hashtag some information out, some dates. You know what I'm saying? Spread the word. You know what I'm saying? Keep your heads up, eyes open, and fists clenched. Let's get ready to ride, y'all. Free them all. We have any callers in queue? Excuse me. This is Comrade. Do we have any callers in queue? Callers, you got to press 1. Oh, damn, I'm still on?
We're here. No callers if you call. Press 1 to see.
Call if you have called the 929 number, you got to press 1. Press 1 so we can bring you in queue. 929-477-3785 and press 1.
Okay, we got a couple callers.
Okay, right on. All right, we locked and loaded, y'all. We on Chairman Fred Jr. on YouTube. Subscribe, Chairman Fred Jr. We on Facebook. I don't know why people ain't tapped in with me on Facebook yet live. I don't know what's going on with that. Facebook. Okay. Welcome to Freedom Radio. Call in queue.
You can hear me okay?
Yes, we hear you loud and clear. Let us know who we talking to, and we're going to officially welcome to Freedom Radio and what's going on.
How you doing? This is Angela Nelson, the mother of Javon Nelson.
Right on. Forgive me, I'm Javon Nelson. Y'all forgive me. That's what I was saying earlier. I was moving so fast. Welcome, Tangela, to Freedom Radio. We have an international listening audience. People tapping in from the streets to Africa, you name it. Bring us up to speed. A little background, who you are, and your reason for calling, checking in with us tonight.
My name is Angela Nelson. I'm the owner of Sandwich Queen. A lot of people know me as Sandwich Queen. Well, I had doing great, trying to rebuild my business and brand my company, and one day I just got hit with sudden tragedy with my son. He was 24 years old, and I was on work, and I got a phone call on April the 9th, and he was asking for help, wasn't like he didn't sound like really fighting about it. I said, like, Mom, can you go get me? I want to work with you, just basic conversation. And then I said, okay, well, when I'm done with these customers, I don't have to help, and I'm on my way. And I think that it's all right. I am on. And he's not done. And so when I got off of work, I immediately went to go see what he was trying to go pick him up, and couldn't find him. So I'm asking everybody that he had approached an officer earlier that day and asked the husband. And the officer told him on the Calumet Bridge River, or over there by the river, the 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 officer and the bridge attendant is who told me this. He said that him and the officer was on the bridge that earlier that day, and my son came over there and they stopped him. He was trying to get over to the movie scene. They was filming Power, and he was trying to get over on the other side of the bridge or something or talk to them, but he said that he needed help. He was telling him that he needed help or whatever, and the officer told him to call 911. And when he ran off and he went to go call 911 twice while he was on that bridge talking to that officer, he was also talking to my son on the phone. My son heard the whole conversation of him talking to that officer, and he wound up, going back into the house, calling the police, and he called twice, no one ever came, and then he wound up running out again, and when he ran out again, that's when the child said that he was last seen going towards the Calumet River, and then I searched for him, like I said, we searched for 23 days. After the second day of us out there looking for him, I called in the Coast Guard and the Marine unit, and they told me that they didn't have any reason to believe that my son was in that water. And so, sure, actually, this just has been a terrible situation, traumatized. All I can think about is him being in that water. And that's for sure. He come up on May the 1st in the water. And now everything is so quiet. There's no investigation, no nothing. It's like everything is left up to rest. And I can't live my life today.
First and foremost, we want to definitely express our condolences. And I'll a couple of questions. This is okay. I know our flight has April the 9th. This was May. He was okay. You said May 1st. This was May 1st.
May 1st. They brought him out of the water, and in the Calumet River, he came up on that morning, and after they told me they wasn't gonna search for him, they said that he wasn't in that water. And he wound up in that water. He had been in that water the whole time. I couldn't have an open casket. I couldn't identify him. I couldn't do any of those things.
Pace yourself with these questions I'm asking, so there's no rush. The Calumet River, in regards to Chicago, how far is that from Chicago? The Calumet Park, where the Calumet River, where is it at?
The Calumet Park, the 95th and Ewing over there on the east.
95th, right? Okay. I know we got a Joliet. That's not connected. Okay. The Joliet River we had a show a few weeks ago. People in Joliet. There was a lot of bodies found over there. That's not the same body of water, is it? Joliet? No.
Yeah,
is it?
Kind of Lake Michigan.
All this. Okay.
I actually know that guy that was found around the same time my son was missing. I think his name was Anthony Long or something like that.
It was a number of people. Because we had the families on here about 4 weeks ago, I believe, on here. If y'all listening, y'all please, y'all make sure y'all can tap in with us. Okay, so just give us a background to it again. Pace yourself, take your time with us. How old was your son again? How old was Javon again? How old was he?
Javon was 24 years old.
24 years old. Okay. He have any children?
No, he didn't have a chance to have any children.
Yeah. And so, okay, what? And he got his body May 1st this year. And what explanation have you, you know what I'm saying, have you received from, you know what I'm saying, from anybody? What they this I mean they say drown, Pat, or what I mean what is
So that was a huge issue. The autopsy report didn't come back for like 4 months,
mm,
and I wasn't able to receive any like funds, for to help me cover the funeral. So it kind of took everything that I had, risking me having to close down my restaurant.
because you're initially in Chicago, correct? Right.
Yes, he wasn't listening to Chicago.
No, I'm saying you're located in Chicago initially.
Yes, initially
Yeah.
I'm located 1811 West Harrison and West Loop.
Yeah.
I just, took a break
Yeah.
to deal with these issues. But I'm relocating to Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the autopsy, what did the autopsy report? What did the autopsy find? What was the autopsy finding?
The autopsy found that it was unknown.
Mm.
So the medical examiner told me that she doesn't believe that he did it to himself, but she doesn't know how he got in the water. But she do know that if there's a gash in his head, and first of all, let's talk about him looking like Emmett Till or disfigured, where he was unnoticeable. And if you look at the pictures and the flyers out there, he looked exactly, that's how I remember him,
Mm-hmm.
leaving me, exactly how he looked. And so let's talk about that. That is so traumatizing that they would even do this to me. They said that he had a gash in his head. So there was 9 people last seen chasing him towards that water with that. And when he had got hit in the head, he was still alive. He drowned because he was unconscious.
Mm.
So I feel he was put in that water. The autopsy said, the toxicology report said he didn't have any drugs in his system besides marijuana. But no drugs, no alcohol.
How far is that other body of water? I know I should know this better than I do know of it like that. Okay, so all this is Lake Michigan, the Joliet River. How is that like an even? Is that all that's connected, or is it some blockage or something like? Is it like a dam or anything that blocks from the area, the Joliet River body of water?
It's not nowhere near Joliet body of water.
Okay.
It might be connected, but not Joliet.
Yeah.
Body of water would be near Joliet. This was right there near Indiana, the borderline of Chicago and Indiana.
Gotcha.
He was actually found in the same spot where he would have went in, where whoever would have put him in, wherever it would have happened right there. He was found right in that vicinity where he would have been put in there anyway. There's no security barriers right there to not let people go over there. Anybody could do anything. The police didn't get on the matter. When they got on the matter, they told me that the camera footage had expired and we couldn't see the footage. Like, everything about my son's situation is like it's swept up under the rug. There's no camera footage there. I have footage of my own, and I seen him like running down a block. I seen off of someone's ring camera. I know that he didn't just get in that water by himself. He could swim, but I don't see him. And then the way that the rocks over there, where the place was, if I could describe it, it was like rocks with like trees, stems hanging out, and all types of debris, glass, all types of bottles, stuff like that. he had no shoes on, no socks. So he would have had foot damage. He jumped the gate. You know, there's
he had no shoes. He had no shoes on when he was running.
No. No, he had no shoes on. He ran out of the house like someone was chasing him out of the house.
Okay, hold on. Okay, he ran out of the house. When he ran out of the house, he didn't have any shoes on.
No, he didn't have any shoes on when he ran out of the house. He had just a T-shirt on and some jogger pants, and it was kind of chilly.
Just for those clarity again, you say ran out the house. No, whose house did he? Okay, you say he ran out the house.
He ran out of his girlfriend's house. He was last seen with her. She left to go to work. At 20 minutes later, he come running out saying that something's wrong with him or somebody is bothering him or whatever the case may be. He had some type of episode. I've never seen him act like that in the past, so I don't really know, but I know that my son, he was just telling me he didn't feel right. He said, I don't feel right, Mama. I said, okay, here I'm coming. I got to, close this out or I'm on my way. And he just, he didn't feel right. I don't know if he didn't feel right, like physical body, like somebody put something in something and now he's hallucinating or whatever. I don't know. But he ran out like someone was chasing him, like really, that someone was chasing him out. Even witness that it looked like somebody was chasing him. He ran out,
Yeah.
And he never had that problem. But, that's the main part I'm upset about is he called 911 and he encountered an officer. And those two measures could have saved him.
Yes.
They could have stopped him. They could have called another cop. They could have arrested him or whatever. But he'll still be here. And then with the Coast Guard not taking in consideration that everybody is just not making nothing of it. They would have searched that water in the first place and maybe we would have had a decent funeral and he could have had an open casket. So I just really feel like nobody cared. Like him being a human being, nobody really gave a fuck. But nobody really cared. And if that was someone else's child, then they would care 100%.
Okay, someone just asked. Was it online? Is this Hammond? No, this isn't Hammond. It's actually Chicago, the borderline between Chicago and Indiana, Calumet Park area. So what? Okay, I'm talking about. Some people on social media they were inquiring if this area as well as in Hammond. I was telling them no, but you do you, like the corporation or communication with what do we know the elected officials over there in that area that we can call them? Actually, we can put out a call, get some updates from them, and that's one thing. But I would also suggest this was made, but still, like what type of response is it? Is it a rural area? Is it
no.
People live around here?
Yes, this is over east. This is congested with all type of families. Like 95th, I don't know if you've ever been over that way, but it's like back there, the end of 95th, somewhere like off of South Chicago, commercial.
Is that like that's Houston? Houston, Buffalo.
Houston, yeah.
Buffalo.
Yeah, Buffalo, right there. Buffalo. That's
Buffalo?
right there.
Okay.
She lives on 92nd in Buffalo, right by a nursing home.
Okay.
And, actually, the Alderman, Chico, I reached out to Alderman Chico, and he was the only government official or, representative of the city that came out to really support and to help me. He sent out divers, he sent out drones, he sent out, a lot of different search parties to help me look for him. But other than that, Kevin Collins, Casey the bodyguard, was with me from day one
I'm familiar.
with the search.
Right on. Right on.
Putting
Who was
together
don't you repeat
search parties.
Right on. Okay, we commend them for that.
And Sondale from Raw TV Radio,
yes.
he broadcasted it. He, had me on the air. He made sure that the message got out there. Comedian Cordell reached out to the media. China the rapper reached out to the media for me. And, so there's a lot of big people looking out for me and checking on me and consoling me. I got consoled by Eddie Griffin, the comedian, So a lot of people reached out and showed me love during this process, and I just want to say that I appreciate every last one of them, every last one of everyone who donated and helped me and whoever checked on me. But so traumatizing. And I still haven't found out anything. The girlfriend left with all his things. He wouldn't give me any of his belongings. I have nothing of my son. And
I was kind of sensitive. I know how to Father Dale with that question. I was going to ask any communication or information in regards, with the young lady. I know how Father Dale with that.
Well, she changed her number on me, and just right after the funeral, she never communicated ever again with me, and then took all of his things from what I'm hearing. She's moved on, and I don't know what his things are, and I just really didn't appreciate that at all. That was, really nasty and cruel. I'm already traumatized, and I don't have nothing of my son. Nothing.
Does he have a birthday or is a significant date coming up soon? Anything coming up soon?
And he just had a birthday. His birthday was November the 4th.
November 4th?
November the 4th, yeah. He just had May 24th, so I guess November is coming up in a couple months.
I'm asking. I want to suggest.
Yeah, November the 4th.
I want to suggest this. Then let's build up. You put together a flyer so we get let's put just for Javon to go hit the community. You need you put together like some pictures what have you. This way, I'm real big about telling the significance of the various dates and time and all that. Let's because politics like real estate, time and location, all that. So let's try to make it like commemorate his birthday. Commemorate his birthday by going back over again, canvassing of the community. Any updated information that's come out in regards to him. People you have your contact, reach out, and so on and so forth. How that sound to you? Hello.
Welcome to Blog Talk Radio. Please hold and you'll be able to listen to the show. You are unmuted.
Okay, Fremont, I'm back on. Do we lose her also? Okay. And Fremont, I'm back on. And Facebook, I can't see none of y'all comments. I know people are on, but I don't know they mess with the chat on live YouTube, and I can't see anyone's name popping up on my Facebook Live. I know y'all on here. I don't know what they're doing here. Is she back on? Sister back on here?
Yeah.
Okay. When my call dropped or they messed with my phone, whatever. I don't know how far you heard me. I was saying around November 4th for his birthday, let's start put together, get some of those forces, the same forces that you mentioned that came up before, get them online also. You can start on the flyer now. November, so we got for to commemorate his birthday. We have a recanvassing of the community to go touch, go out there, touch down with the people. That way we can, and simultaneously keep his name and legacy alive, as well as go out there and re-hit, for some information in regards to what occurred with him. How that sound to you? All right.
Yes.
Start putting together. Start getting some pictures. Get some pictures. Put that get that flyer, get the flyer down together. You know what I'm saying? We tell you know what I'm saying. Then we start mobilizing, get the contact information out, everything on there. We can say even the event where he was, the location he was at, where they found him at. We can all convene there. You know what I'm saying? And just hit the pavement real hard. You know what I'm saying? And put the word out to the community. Any update, any information they can provide in regards to what happened to him. You know what I'm saying? Contact you ASAP.
Okay.
All right. So check. So stay with us. And I know they mess with the Facebook. I know y'all on here. So if any Facebook, if you want to give us any contact information for you, in between times, so people can assist. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. It may be something as simple as helping get the flyer together, help getting the word out. Someone on here may already have heard something. So if you want to give any contact information now, feel free to.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? You got any Facebook or phone, any contact you want to provide, you want to give out?
You can follow me at it's at Sandwich Queen with 2 underscores at the end on IG, or I'm on Facebook as Nelson Tangela.
Nelson Tangela on Facebook. And what on IG you what?
At Sandwich Queen with 2 underscores at the end.
At Sandwich Queen, 2 underscores at the end on IG. Nelson Tangela on Facebook. Some of y'all can just contact the sister here. Go ahead. Any other contact information?
Absolutely. We also got a not-for-profit organization that I started in his honor. I'm still working on it, but it's the J.C. Tyree Foundation, and that website is www.jctyreefoundation.org.
You say it one more time. Slow it down. Say it one more time.
Foundation.org. You can use that website for any donations, given, to the situation, or to help me find resources, or to help me find out what happened to my son, or just whatever. But you can use that platform to make donations, and if anyone out there wanna be a sponsor to my organization, like counseling, grief counseling for other mothers that's dealing with this situation, or any situation. There's a lot of grieving parents out there. I've been meeting them all, men, women, like everybody grieving, and you don't even know they are.
Yes.
They look just like you.
Yes.
And they walking around here sad, and nobody knows what's wrong. And it's easy for one person to say, "Oh, it'll be okay," or "Are you still crying?" or "Yes, I am." Yes, that was a part of me.
Yes.
My ribs was hurting when he took his last breath, or whatever happened to him. Yes. I even have health issues.
We say the people's pain reflects. The people's pain reflects. Again, our deepest condolences to you and your entire family. Keep us updated. We here. Let's tie this in with other campaigns we're working with. Let's put things together before November the 4th. The flyer and get that content sent. Some of those named people to hit them back again till we're gonna need them on deck. So we should be able to hit that ground again out there for November 4th of young Javon. So give us the pictures, color pictures, basic fact sheet up on them. You know what I'm saying? And just put the call out. So you know what I'm saying? Keep us posted. Come on back on Freedom on Radio, whatever you feel. Any updates? But we definitely have you on here before we wait. We know a while way before November 4th. So we prepared. So we have a meetup place somewhere for those in the city of Chicago. Maybe 87 Dan Round, whatever. They said we head on out there, 95th. Hit that. I'm familiar with that area. We hit the ground moving. Hit the ground moving.
And if anybody wants to look up the story, just look up Jovan Nelson. You can see the story. It's all over the news.
Jovan Nelson.
People try to make Jovan Nelson. People try to make their own stories up and make documentaries, but those stories will be told. I'm working on something right now. I won't talk about it. I hate to talk about things, but it's the devil's work. But God is a good God.
Yes,
so, just the story. You just Google his name, Jovan Nelson, and you'll find what happened here.
Wow. Yeah, we live and direct Freedom on Radio in spirit of making history, taking history, taping history, y'all. Talking to Tangela Nelson in regards to her son, Jovan Nelson. We're going to be keeping y'all updated on this upcoming commemoration and recanvassing around Calumet Park. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, ideally make a day of it. You know what I'm saying? Get out there, hit the ground moving, early rise and shine. Check that calendar, see when November the 4th falls on. You know, we hit the ground moving. Anything else you want to add, sister?
No. Yeah. Love on your family. Life is short.
Yes, indeed.
Answer your phone. Take it off if you're not discussing. Love on your people.
So you're right. Yes, indeed.
Somebody asked me for help. Don't judge them. Mental health is real out here.
Oh, it's real. It's real.
Be fine. You can be fine all your life. One thing you can. I'm a witness.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. No doubt about it. The People's Pain Reflects. Feel free to hang on with us. We encourage you to stay with us online. We're gonna be traveling, taking a couple more updates, a couple more campaigns, case. But feel free to stay with us. And again, y'all, put that on your calendar. November 4th, the sister will be coming back online with us. We every Wednesday. How they say in church, God willing, and the creek don't rise. Every Wednesday, Freedom on Radio, 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Central Time. Freedom on Radio, live and direct. You know what I'm saying? And we may be broadcasting from the airport. We may be getting calls from Cook County Jail, from Ghana, Africa, Ireland. You know what I'm saying? You name it. In the spirit of intercommunalism, y'all. That's what it is. Live and direct. Freedom on Radio. Make history. Take history. Tape history. Sister Conrad, we got any more callers in queue? Callers, you got to press. Okay, call in queue 929-477-3785. We making our rounds, y'all. We talking about Jovan Nelson. November 4th. That's his birthday. We're gonna commemorate and recanvass. Okay, welcome, caller.
Good evening, Chairman.
Good evening. Can you hear me? Yeah.
I hear you fine. Your sugar pastor DVD, your pastor.
So you're right, yes.
Good evening, my brother.
Good evening. Welcome, Pastor David.
Let me say this first of all. I want to commend you the undying love and the support that you show to any and everybody who calls upon you. If anybody should have ever been given an award humanity, you got it 10 times.
Thank you, Pastor.
I'm going to jump into the execution and bringing the brother home. I think that with all the work that you do, that this phone line should be ringing continuously with people willing to volunteer their time and money. I say it unapologetically because you don't ask somebody for nothing. You never ask for nothing. You're always there. And at some point in time, we need to start to celebrate Chairman Fred and his effort somebody who does the body of work that you do, you should never want for nothing. And I mean that.
Thank you, Pastor.
Second of all, I think that, with all the stuff that all the different organizations and fundraisers and people have and do, and like you always say so unapologetically, you're the last call for alcohol. That needs to stop. That needs to stop like now. Because why would they seek everybody else and then come to you as the cure-all? I've talked a lot of times about how people just exhausted every other means, and then they come to you, and you like Superman, you just change things. You and I had a conversation the other evening about a sister who was in the theater, at the Barrington Hills Theater.
Oh, yes.
Going to see the screening of her daughter's movie, better known in the personality world as Auntie. I'm sure she's going to call in tonight. And I just want to piggyback.
Well, give you can't put in Barrington Hills. That's just that's South Chicago. Put in context. Where is that located at? That's South Chicago.
So Barrington Hills is like in Barrington Hill, Illinois. That's the opulent part of the Caucasian community.
Yes.
It's predominantly white. I mean, there are a few blacks there, but it's one of those what they call high end areas.
Yes.
And the sister was at the theater watching her daughter's movie on a preview, only to be spat on. The only sister in the whole theater. They got spat on by some white boys.
Literally, I mean, just those who listening, I just need. I mean, because when I got the call, she had to repeat it to me, and what I'm saying, like, because a lot of times people we hear these different terms and words, and sometimes people think it's a slick sound bite, like you just like it's a slang or something, like execution or just it's like spat on you. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, like literally, they literally these white guys, these white dudes. I'm trying to use the best words I can use. They spat like spit. They spit on this, sister, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
And then not only did no one offer to help her, but when the person who works in the theater saw her, and she asked them, did you see the spit? And then he offered a clinic, and that was the extent of it. She had to go outside and make a police report. Nobody from the AMC theater even came to the senses aid. When she reached out to me, I said, this is unacceptable. Not only is it unacceptable, whether she's a radio personality, this Joe Blow, that kind of stuff should not be tolerated, period. And I know that when we had this brief conversation, that it was appalling, not only to you to hear it, but me as a black man, to even think about someone being spat on, more or less by some Caucasians.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't cool.
I mean, I struggle to put everything in this political analysis, and I tell people a lot of times, if I took some of this stuff personally, it'd be hell to tell the capitalists. It'd be hell. So I struggle to put stuff. I mean, some of the things politically, everything from the death penalty to the economy, you name it. But there are certain basic dynamics that again, that you hear that people this should trigger certain things. I mean, just in particular, the history of this country. Like certain, I opened up this evening's program, and I said you hear certain things. A white person calls someone boy, or you know what I'm saying, or just even. I mean, and I put this in the same context with the death penalty, but that with the history of this country, that certainly is a blatant fact. There was, not too long ago, I think a few weeks back, State's Attorney Kim Fox, it was a black woman in Cook County, that said the white dude rolled past and threw something out of a cup on her, and I was the debate. I said we struggle, not just looking at stuff just plain on a race dynamic. You know what I'm saying? It's more complex than black and white, but there are certain things that are blatant. This is a climate where, you know, we see it being emboldened more and more. And I don't know if it's actually been emboldened. The more to talk about, to acknowledge it. There's a black woman, you know what I'm saying, and these white boys to spit on her, you know what I'm saying, and that's, That's elementary assessment. I'm talking about the disrespect, and there's certain things that should cut us. That, you know what I'm saying, as a people. Like I tell people, there's certain things that I was talking to a brother. I was talking about this case yesterday to bring this brother Earl Good Mongooses body back, and one of the brothers he's been locked up for close to 40 years. And one brother said, "Man, Chairman, right on for helping put this word out." I said, "Well, it's duty bound," and I think it's the way the prison, the way they look at our people, that your body can be left down there in the prison, that, you know what I'm saying, as opposed to being brought home to be buried. You know, so like when America, the political significance of that, America, they go back and get bodies. They say it. Sometimes really they don't care about the individual, but when they have sit downs with Korea, Vietnam, I think they call Korea the Forgotten War. They still say stuff like, "Well, we need to return to those bodies that was over there, the soldiers that was over there." So as a people, we only get that. We need that AMC, that number. And call it the number to that where that location is at. I know a lot of times we say, "Oh, damn, Chairman, you call this in, be at this mobilization, be at this event." And I think most of us get unlimited on our phones now. I think that's how it's going now, so we don't trip about the phone bill. But it's just certain things that as a people that you may not come to every, the actual events, or you may not know certain dynamics about Black history or something, but that's just you have to check your pulse to make sure you're still Black. You know what I'm saying? Like certain people say, "Man, go bad," and they come in and they put their hand across your mouth and says, "Is he still breathing?" It's certain things that's like some people saying. Someone even commented to me and said, "I don't know why I only know this brother Tony who got executed," and they say it was emotional. Me and Big Jacob Blake was talking earlier, and it should strike you, and you should be concerned. Like the other communities, they hear about say a natural disaster, some storm is going on. It should trigger us. When we hear about, saying it's going to be a storm in New Orleans or something, it should trigger us. It should be something in us that automatically trigger, and we should become concerned. So we should, you said this sister was spit on before. It shouldn't. You got to question yourself. If your first thought was, "What happened? What did she do? What did they say?" Check your DNA. Check. Check. Do like what they call what they do your lineage check or whatever to see confirm who you are. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times I say with this struggle, a lot of people say, "Chan, why you be doing this?" And that? I say I don't know if I want to make. I'm still so concerned about changing this system as opposed to making sure it don't change me. I want to make to be clear who I am. When I was released out of prison. I remember they were taking me out, and I didn't even notice it. The guard said, "Why are you walking like that?" And I had my head all the way up. And then he said, "What you doing?" I said, "Oh, damn." I wasn't even cognizant of it. I said, "Well, I want you to be clear. I'm walking out here like I came in here with my head up." You know what I'm saying? I want to be clear that. And I want so again, for your own. Talking to everyone, you know what I'm saying? It's certain things you have to do a test. Like you say, they get up, sometimes you say, make sure my legs still working. You've been sitting down so long. Let me go take a walk. Sometimes in your relationship, you'll say that you're not going out there trying to further get engage no extracurricular activities. But sometimes you got to check. Let me know if I still if I still got it, you know what I'm saying? If I can have a conversation with people, a sister might say the same thing. She's still not she's trying to go out and quote nobody, but it's black people in particular. Let me encourage you. Check how when you hear these type of discussions. Talk to you. Say, hey, self. How did that hit you? When you hear that? How does that strike you? You know what I'm saying? This day and age, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times you become immune to it. With the propaganda and TV shows, and whether it be the Jerry Springer shows or different, they get you immune to certain things. The songs you get called B so much and nigga so much, you become immune to it. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? To go back and say, well, hold on, let me check my. Am I offended with that? Am I offended with that? There's someone else saying that you saying this sister was spat on by these white, by these white boys. You know what I'm saying? I tell people, like, even in comedy, I tell people, you be real careful with comedy. I tell people, comedy is political. I use this analogy with Jerry Springer, who was doing an interview with William Shatner, and of Star Trek fame. And Jerry Springer said something to the effect that he would say he was talking on the TV. When he said he's watching. He said his grandmother was telling him about Nazi Germany, how Führer of Nazi Germany, Adolf Hitler, and Goebbels, a minister of propaganda, before the gas chambers, they had these movies where they would show, to people being, attacked and killed. It was like a comedy show, and that set the stage. You know what I'm saying? To come on with the gas chambers. And he said grandma told him, always be careful how people make jokes about your people. So you hear about this at Barrington, the Barrington Hills, right? Correct?
Yeah, AMC Theater.
AMC Theater. We need that call-in number. You know what I'm saying? That struck us. It should have struck. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, ask yourself, why don't that cut me? You know what I'm saying? It's certain things that when people say, that they're saying to remind yourself, because if you let certain things pass, you become immune to it. You know what I'm saying? The spitting and the certain terms. You know what I'm saying? I tell people like this. I know now even guys call each other bees. You know what I'm saying? I say, man. I come up, man. You gotta be careful. Certain women, women won't go on for this long, no guys, but you want them just to check yourself. If you cool with it, I tell people, I'm not a dictator. I'm a servant. I'm not a dictator. I'm a servant of the people. If that's your cup of tea, so be it. You know what I'm saying? So some people, I tell people with this plantation, some people cool with picking cotton out of white folks' asses. I mean, they like literally. It doesn't go against the grain with them. However, let people know, no, I'm cut from the cloth of self-determination. I'm cut from the cloth of, hold on, man. I ain't got to figure out, man, what's the sister name? You know what I'm saying? Who did what? Blah. It's something that should strike me. And I fear that. I fear that because like even physically speaking, with your body organ, you know what I'm saying? You get up, you know what I'm saying? You don't your hands, you don't feel certain things. You let that slide. Next thing you know, so hold on, man. Next thing, my arm. So what's next? You know what I'm saying? Just to be able to acknowledge, and especially in the country where race is the top tool used by capitalism. So again, Pastor, we need that call-in number.
Mr. Chairman, also, it was brought to my attention, and I'm just putting it out there that we would also like to acknowledge the passing of the late great Tina Harrington from Redeeming Life Ministry. Sister Tina was a good sister.
We did before. We're gonna do it. We got to again.
And so she was always concerned about you and the church, and how we could be a Catholic and people would have free breakfast. So what I would also like to do is, someone reached out to me a couple weeks ago about Thanksgiving. And they was talking about a possibility of donating 1,500 turkeys. I don't know if that was just a commercial call or it was some BS or what, but I would like to do a follow-up with that. And I would like to do something on behalf of the Hampton House in terms of that distribution. I will call and get the particulars to see if that's doable. See just what we need to do to make that happen. And last but not least, again, the honorary chairman Fred Day was awesome. I mean, it was one of a kind. I mean, for the mayor of the city of Chicago to acknowledge, the late great Chairman Fred, I think that was just awesome, man. Yeah. And the people came out on horses. The Indian Nation, they came out to support it and show the solidarity. That was powerful, my brother. Yes. Couldn't nobody pull that off for somebody like you. So again, I'm honored to always be around you. Thank you for coming to celebrate my birthday with me. But I'm always a phone call away.
No doubt.
And I would like to say this to all the listeners. There is a cash app for the Hampton House.
Yes.
There is a cash app for the Hampton House.
Yes.
And as much as we love the history and the historical events associated with it, the Hampton House got bills to pay just like everybody else. So if you could buy clothes, you could buy Ciroc, you could go to Step a Set, then you should put at least $100 a month away. $25 a week ain't hurt nobody. People, that's change. Some people could do 100, some could do 1,000. But I would encourage you tonight, before this show goes off the air, that you announce your cash app, and I will be putting in my first 100. Can I get 10 more listeners before we disconnect this line? So let's raise $1,000 tonight. That's we can do it. It's only 30 minutes. We can raise 10,000, but I would like before the show ends tonight that we would raise $1,000, and I will be submitting my first 100.
Respect and right on, Pastor David. Again, revolutionary appreciation that cash. Yeah, thank you. This is I will forget to push it. And like you said, it's ironic you said that. You know, we got bills to pay. We got stuff to do. No doubt about it. The Hampton House is ongoing work that's needed. Cash App, $ save the Hampton House. $ Cash App. Excuse me, Cash App, $ save the Hampton House. And again, I'll be running on E. You know what I'm saying? We'll be in that, you know what I'm saying, moving. And I appreciate you for acknowledging and pushing that. Thank you. So again, I want to reiterate, I concur. I agree. You know, so whatever support people, you know what I'm saying, you know, we need some tangible resources, some tangible support, y'all. It's Cash App, $ save the Hampton House. You go to PayPal, Chairman Fred Jr., Chairman Fred Jr. at gmail.com via PayPal. But yeah, whatever support you can, yeah, definitely appreciate. You know, and so I can repost that too. I know something going on this Facebook because there's no comments, no nothing, and so they, Gabby, you can't see it, and I know if anything, Facebook is definitely online. So if someone on the live can post that Cash App and that PayPal, and only respect that call out for Pastor David. We're gonna put out the call for everybody else to get some assistance, so that we need others to speak to help the word out for us. Kind of like say in the barbershop, the barber ain't gonna never cut his own hair. He gonna be in there clipping and cutting, hooking everybody else hair up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so sometimes man come in and say, man, grab that check, man. You can't look kind of raggedy on top of the head. You know what I'm saying? And go and cut them up. You know. But definitely, we appreciate that, y'all. We're going to be doing a photo op again tomorrow, the Guardian newspaper at 4:00 p.m. at the Hampton House. Also, so again, and also Pastor Arrington, yes, Chairman Fred said everyone should be able to commit a revolutionary act in their life. Everybody ain't got to be no revolutionary, but something in your life. And again, that location, we was able to at least convene the free breakfast program over there. You know what I'm saying? So again, long live Pastor Arrington. We appreciate it. We love her. You know what I'm saying? Long live her legacy. And Pastor Dave, we appreciate you. Yes, indeed. That was a phenomenal showing down.
Yeah, man. Let me just say one thing. For anybody who is committed to this cause, you can't do 100, but if I could get at least 50 people to say tonight that we want to just do $50, maybe you can get somebody you can do. Your friends, you all can do 50, 100, but before the show gets off the air tonight, I would like to be confirmed that we have raised at least a minimum of $1,000. That can be a great kickoff for the photo session tomorrow and the continuum. The Bible says the labor's worth is higher. The chairman doesn't ask for nothing, but I think as his pastor and as a
Welcome. You are now in the host queue.
You there?
Okay, I'll click back in. I'm back on. Yeah, Pastor.
No, I was just saying, I said, you know, the Bible says the labor's worth is higher. And I said that if 50 people tonight, maybe they don't have 100, but they call somebody and they can partner up. We need to raise a minimum tonight before 8:30. Listen, if the sister has to raise 27 million in 2 hours, hell, I'm insulted. I should be asking for at least 10,000. But I know how people are. You know, I got bills. Hell, I got something too. Yes, but if I can support a cause can support me. Amen.
Amen. No argument there.
Free them all.
Free them all. Again, y'all live and direct here, Free 'em all radio, straight of making history, taking history, and taking history. Again, I respect it. I concur. Cash App $ save the Hampton House. Who is this? Tyree Collins. Okay, if you're in Chicago, come to the Hampton House tomorrow if you can. So you like to talk to, okay, tomorrow at the Hampton House. Are you in Chicago? 804 South 17th Avenue, Maywood, Illinois, 60153. I will be there tomorrow. Let's chop it up. You know what I'm saying? I'm there. Also, I think I'll be in Columbus. They have me speaking in Columbus, Ohio this weekend. But tomorrow, I don't know if the brother, someone just texted me, said he want to touch down with me. Man, catch me in the office, y'all. I'm in the streets, y'all. I have an addiction. Called a struggle. You know what I'm saying? And like, you ask me, you say, man, that dude got a habit, he be drinking. We catch him at? Man, catch him at the liquor store. Well, that dude right there, he be getting high off drugs with. Catch him at the dope house. That dude, he like shooting pool. Catch him in the pool hall. Chairman Fred, man, how can I catch him? Catch him in his office. Where? The streets, man. I'm telling you, that man gonna be, man, where? The Cook County Courthouse, police shot somebody down, out there organizing, you know what I'm saying? Some cats done got into it. He trying to mediate something, you know what I'm saying, straighten it out. That man, he hooked on the people. He gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? Man, where you at now? With the Dakotas, North Dakota, South Dakota, on the reservation. What's the reservation now? Where you at? New York and the Bronx, you know what I'm saying? Talking, where you at now? New Orleans, Ninth Ward, you know, the people. It's my office, y'all. It's my office. They have the house tomorrow, 4 o'clock p.m., 804 South 17th Avenue, 60153. Again, I just okay, so Terry, I don't know if you're in Chicago. I'm horrible with this IG. I'm still learning as I go.